know it's not easy to get up in front of a group and talk.
Okay, hi, my name is Brandon Penny, and I'd like to talk to you guys a little bit today about water pollution. But before I get to that, did you guys know that animals can be good water quality species indicators?
Do you know what that means? Water quality indicator indicates whether or not the water's good.
Yes, if they drink it.
Hmm?
They're drinking it, it's good.
If they're drinking it, maybe we can drink it too. That's one way to look at it.
Before I get into that, I'd like to give you guys a little bit of my background from where I'm from. Like Ms. Furnace said, I grew up here in Hamersville. I went to Hamersville School. When I left Hamersville, I went to Western Brown. I left Western Brown and went to Southern Hills Career Technical Center. And while at Southern Hills, I studied automotive technologies. And from Southern Hills, I went to Hocking College and now majoring in wildlife management. I'd like to talk to you guys a little bit about two different types of water pollution, one being chemical water pollution and the other being material water pollution. Liquid pollution. Some causes of liquid pollution could be just like you see in the pictures, like an oil rig out in the middle of the ocean, burning, or people dumping chemicals. Can you guys give me a couple causes of like something that might cause a type of liquid pollution? Sorry? That would be like a material pollution.
Yeah. What pollutes the water?
Sewage water? Yep, that's a really good one. That can cause types of sewage, like sewage pollution can cause algal blooms, which could cause fish kills or can kill other aquatic animals. Oil spill is a really good one. Some causes that, like things that could cause this oil spills or chemical spills would be faulty equipment. Like on the oil rigs, you could like have dry rotted or leaking hoses, or the fittings aren't put on right. People dumping into our waterways, and improper storage of the chemicals, like people putting chemicals in containers that aren't exactly made for those containers. Like somebody could put a corrosive material into a gas can, and that corrosive material could eat that gas can and leak in our water. Types of liquid pollution. Can you guys give me any type of liquid pollution? Like what kind of chemical might leak into our water? Oil be one, yeah. Gas is another one.
Anybody in here farm? Do your parents or grandparents farm?
Yeah,
We got a whole list of chemicals there.
Gas is one, diesel would be one, antifreeze would be one, herbicides, like stuff that farmers spray to kill weeds in their crop fields, like mare's tail would be one that they would spray to kill. There are some of those chemicals that are made to be sprayed near waterways, but most of the time they just use like normal Roundup. Would be a good example of one that could leak into the water and cause us harm or wildlife harm. This actual graph is showing the annual contribution from major sources of like petroleum leaks into waterways. Like natural seeps, like acid mine drainage could be one.
When you say acid mine, what are you talking about? A mine, an actual mine that would have used acid as part of their process?
No, like coal mines.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, not a huge thing here. Really huge thing in eastern Ohio.
Yeah.
We actually have a few areas on campus that are on Hocking College's campus that you can see signs of acid mine drainage.
Huh. Okay.
Tank vessel spills or consumption spills and leaks. Like you guys are filling up your cars one day and you spill gas, that that could go into the storm drains, which lead to, will drain into our major creeks and waterways. Material pollution, causes of material pollution. Can anybody tell me a possible cause of material pollution? Like how does trash get into our waterways? Littering, yeah, that's a really big one. Wind is possible, yes. Animal death is a good one, yeah. Littering is one, equipment malfunctions is one, and dumping, like people just taking, like they can't afford to pay their trash bill, so they'll just take their trash and throw it into the creek nearest by. That'll be, that's a kind of a big one around here. The reason this is happening is either, like I said, because people can't afford to pay their garbage bill, or they can't pay to dispose of spare parts from like a piece of equipment that they may have had. Can you guys give me a couple types of material pollution? Car parts would be one. Pop cans is a good one. Lumber, yeah. Yes, but no. Depends what if that lumber has been painted or not, I guess. Yes, that would be a good one. That's a good one. You guys came up with some really good examples.
I told you, they think a little bit better than those seventh graders.
Sources of pollution into our sea, it's just showing basically where our trash is coming from into the oceans. Like industrial waste would be one, like plastic, like shrink wrap, when container ships are bringing across goods from like China or something. The shrink wrap that they have their stuff wrapped up in could blow off and land in the ocean. Natural sources, tank operations, tanker accidents. This is just another picture of some material pollution. We got, like I said, people dumping their trash near our waterways that can run down into the waterway. Or in this picture, you have all this right here. I don't know if you guys can actually see that or not, but there's, that's oil in the waterway, and that was caused by a collision. And then, so then you're going to have, when the boats collide like that, you'll have your liquid pollution, and then you're going to have material pollution, just parts falling off those boats. Yeah, they've already collided, yeah.
Above the ocean, how do they run into each other?
That's a really good question. That's a really good question. I don't know.
Down boat drivers.
Possibly get to that one. That's beyond me. Here's a couple more causes and types of material pollution. Tires, people dumping tires in our waterways because they can't afford to pay to dispose of the tires, or somebody forgot to put the plug in their boat and fill it up with water while they're gone, and it sinks. Yeah, they have a screw. Every boat will have a screw-in plug on the back of it at the bottom, and that keeps water from going into the hull of the boat. And then after you take the boat out of the water, you take that plug out, and what water did seep in there will drain out. If you don't have the plug in the boat, it'll take off too much water, and the boat's not going to be able to cover that capacity. This is a graph just showing what items that U.S. Forest Service, the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers, and U.S. State Parks employees have found in at some of the dump sites that they've picked up. Some things such as household garbage, construction waste, tires, yard debris, rich or poor your water quality is in that particular body of water that you're at. The animals that you'll find that are in these clear waters, like your clean waterways, such as this one here, may most likely not live in this body of water here or this body of water here. So they'll either try to leave that body of water if they can, like in this particular setup, they can leave technically. This one, being a pond or a lake, they're not really going to be able to go much of anywhere, so it's going to affect them pretty harshly. This is just a couple of water quality indicator species. The top one being a green frog. The bottom right-hand corner is a spotted salamander, and the bottom left is a rainbow darter. And all three species are found in Ohio. And I've personally caught and handled all three species.
But I'm gonna ask you the same question I asked the last class. That rainbow darter, that bottom left fish, I have never seen one, and I'm in the water a lot. Has anybody else, besides Braden Penny in here, caught or seen a rainbow darter? You have? Where were you at?
I don't know what it was.
In Ohio?
Yeah.
Who else? You said you saw one too?
I've seen them at like the pet stores and stuff like that, and like the tanks and stuff like they sell them.
Do they? I don't know. Jacob, have you seen that fish before?
Yeah, I caught one in, there's a little creek on the side road and down the road.
Huh. You've seen that fish? Where's that at? Okay, that being said, I wonder if there's rainbow darters in Lake Graham. I just wonder. Okay. Just curious, because I've never seen that fish before. I learned something today.
The green frog and the spotted salamander both are classified as amphibians, and they can actually breathe and absorb water through their skin.